Hey, 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 and happy almost New Year. We are so excited to be here today. I'm Cindy Gould, and this is Create Your Victorious Life. Welcome to the Spanglish World Networks, Zingo TV channels 250, 251. Please remember to download the Zingo TV app on your respective app stores, whether it's iOS or Android devices. And while you're downloading, please give us a stellar rating and leave a comment. The app is totally free. Zingo TV is also available on Google Chromecast, Amazon Fire and Fire TV sticks, Roku and Roku sticks on all smart, not dumb, smart TVs 2016 and forward. And I got through that because I'm so excited for our show today. My beautiful, beautiful, precious sister, friend, coach, mentor, Donna Izzard is here. And let me just tell you about my girl here. She is internationally acclaimed speaker. She is the epitome of the words serve, sow, and support. She is a visionary megapreneur. Oh my goodness, the list is endless of the accomplishments there. Dynamic. She's not only a leader's leader, she is a trainer's trainer. She has international awards, recognition. She's an author. And she is a prophetic strategist and has a really cool event coming up, which I can't wait to share. And today we get to have her to close out the year, our last show. She was my first guest, my very first show as well. So thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited. I'm excited because you're excited.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Did we freeze?
Yeah, we froze. I said thank you for being here, and then it was out. So go ahead, take it away.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. And I'm excited because you're excited. I'm excited because I remember when you started this. I remember when you were talking about this. So of course I'm excited. I'm excited because my sister's excited. This is her baby, and I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be here with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited also about, I think about it in a short reflection of when I was talking about it and I was nervous about it. And I'm like, and all of the things and you would talk to me and the words that you used that were so profound. You have to show up. You have to show up. You have to speak up. You have to stand up. And it isn't any wonder to me that we're talking about that today at the end, you not knowing that was what was on my heart. Of course, God knew, but you not knowing that that's because he dropped it in my heart. But those were the words that you would say to me when I'd be like, you'd be, sis, you have to show up, like, okay.
Yeah.
It's not like showing up at a meeting, so please explain to us and just take it away, whatever's on your heart, because I'm excited and I'm thrilled to hear about what you want to share.
Wow. So humbling to hear. Those were the words, right? Those were the words that I spoke to you because I heard the desire of your heart. I heard it. I heard the passion. And I'm like, wait a minute. You said that this is what you wanted to do. That's what you said. So if you said it, it's time to show up, girl. It's time to speak up. It's time to show up. And it's time to stand up. And so how profound is this? That those were the words that I spoke to you. Get me to do this show, right? Get me to launch, right? And you allowing those thoughts to still destroy and kill the thoughts, the desires of your heart. You were getting in Cindy's way. You was getting in Cindy's way. And so for this to be now, we've come through these last few months, and now to end today with the message that I received, right? That when I get my downloads, I always say, I get a December download, right? And I was just asking, like, where's my December download? And I got it. That in 2024, we have to be in position. So today is a positioning, right? Today is a positioning that as we go forth in 2024, which I believe is the year of manifestation, right?
Yeah.
2024. That we cannot play small. And we've been doing that. So many of us, right?
Yep.
We talk about our desires. We talk about our passions. We talk about what we want. But yet, we're in our own way because we will not go out boldly. Stop begging. So many people, I'm a woman of faith, right? So I don't know,
Yes.
and I know there are different, people here, different faiths, believers, non-believers. I'm telling you who I am. I'm the D Dot I, okay? I'm Donna is I'm a divine inspirator, disruptive innovator. That's who I am, and I'm not apologizing for it. So when I was
Amen.
going through my divine download, okay, I'm like, okay now, God, December, we almost done. Where is my download? And I got the download. Teach
Yeah.
to stop playing small, to stop begging.
Mhm.
Why are you begging for what's already there? Why are you
Right.
begging? And you cannot go through 2024 in a position of lack, in a position of you asking, well, should I, could I? Yes, you can. You're still living, you're still breathing. So it's time to show up. It's time to stand up, and it's sure time to speak up. We got to do
Oh,
it. 2024, we have to
amen.
begin that year. So today is a positioning. Today is a launching, okay? Listen, it's a launching into 2024 with the speak up, stand up, and show up for what you desire. It's,
Yes. Oh
it's
my
simple.
gosh. Yes. Well, and Eric, our good friend Eric Stenlick is on the show, and the wisdom is dropping. He says, 2024, the year of manifestation. Get out of your own way and show up. And he's literally, and I know him, he's in the back and jumping up and down in his home, applauding and cheering. And that he's saying that I'm applauding. And yes, because he's receiving this from you as well. And everyone who's listening, there's a reason why you're listening right now, no matter if it's today, no matter if it's next month, no matter if it's a year and you're scrolling through my YouTube, there's a reason why you're hearing this right now. Listen to these words and do exactly that. Show up, speak up, stand up, whichever word, step up. I mean, I'm like in the let's get
It's
up.
it, it's
You know?
it's and it's so when I think about those words, right? They go along with my mission. What is my life mission? My life mission is serve, sow, and support. You can't serve, sow, and support if you don't stand up, speak up, and show up for what you believe in. What
Right.
you said you wanted. What you said you wanted. So even when you, Cindy, you was like, you was, oh, I don't know. I'm like, we're not doing that. It's time to show up. We're not doing that, Cindy. Okay. This is a desire. This is what you were created to do. So
Yeah.
how do you dishonoring yourself when you don't show up? You're dishonoring yourself when you don't speak up for what you believe in. The manifestation is there. Different people think about manifestation on different levels. I believe, because I'm a believer, that the manifestation is I'm not begging, I'm not praying and begging nobody, God, nobody for nothing, because I already have it. It's already mine.
That's
I
right.
just gotta walk in it. I
That's
gotta
right.
walk in it. You have to walk in it. You have to walk
That's
in it. And if you didn't move forward on the desires of your heart, there's so many people that I'm sure have learned so many things with your guests. But you would have been in your own way. You would have been in your
right.
own way. And the
Right.
manifestation would not have happened. And look at this now. And look where we're at now. Look where
Yeah.
we're at
How fun, isn't it? Well, and you know what? I remember the first time you said to me, maybe 5 or 10 minutes into our first conversation, you said, and I'm like, go buckle up. This is the D.I straight up no chaser. Did you like my hashtag, by the way?
I love it. I love it. Yes. I'm straight no chaser, y'all. Okay.
That's
And I
right.
don't drink. And I don't drink.
No, she doesn't. And you know what? And this is what I love this. Even Eric is saying, I'm not begging, it's already mine. Stop playing small. Those are things that everybody needs to hear because I agree. We've all been playing small. And why? Because we're afraid. Why? I mean, there's the varying reasons. It boils down to fear. Because
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I mean, listen, I had to talk to myself. I had to get myself straight. So listen, I'm not telling y'all what I think. I'm not telling you what I read. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you from experience. I had to talk myself off the ledge. You
Mhm.
know, I had
Mhm.
so those of you, I do quite a few things. Okay, I do quite a few things, right? I call myself, I'm a careerpreneur. So what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm a careerpreneur. I continue to work at my silent investor, aka my job, while I'm building, and I'm also an entrepreneur, right? So I'm building the businesses, okay? And I love what I do. I work in corporate America in the legal industry. I love making impact. I am a master influencer and I love it. I love what I'm doing. And so what it was doing during I had a meeting with one of the owners of the law firm that I work with. And I remember, so what he was doing, so he gave me, think about this, he gave me a piece of candy. And the piece of candy was, he gave me an opportunity. And so I didn't hear anything else about the opportunity. And I'm like, well, what happened? And it was like giving you an opportunity, which is like a piece of candy, and then taking it back. Now imagine yourself as a child, you got your taste of a piece of candy. So somebody's handing you a piece of candy and now taking it back. Okay. And I started feeling like down about it. And I'm like, wow, and then I started thinking about it. And I said,
Mhm.
I'm not going to let him off that easy. Okay. I'm going to speak up and I'm going to stand up and I'm going to show up because I need to understand, why did you give me the opportunity and take it back?
That's
What was
right.
that about? And because I spoke up, I understood that it was all like, why am I begging for a piece of candy when God said, I give you the candy store? You deserve the candy store, Donna. You deserve. So you go and you speak up and go get your candy store. So I don't know who I'm talking to today. Okay. So stop begging for a piece of candy and go and manifest your candy store. So I manifested my candy store. And then I said, you know what? I had to say, you know what? I'm not satisfied where I'm at in compensation, And I said, okay, you know what? Okay, if I want to be teaching people how to speak up, stand up, and show up, it starts with me. So it was on a Monday. I went to see my boss and I said, okay, we're going to have a conversation because I'm going to show up, right? When I tell you, because I believed, so it was a Monday, and Monday I'm here in New Jersey. I work in New York City at the Silent Investor, and it was cold and rainy. And I was like, you know what? I really want to work from home, but heard, I heard the Spirit say, no, 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 no. You're going to go get what belongs to you. So I took myself in New York City to New York City. I had my meeting, and I got what belonged to me because I spoke up. Because I stood up. When you stand up and speak up and show up for yourself, you're
Mm.
honoring who you are. You can't help but manifest.
Right.
But it starts with you. It starts with you. It starts with you believing who you are. It starts with you. And so many times, listen now, I could have been fearful, but I said, I'm not, no. I'm not begging nobody.
That's
I'm not
right.
afraid of anybody. I need to know who I am. But
That's
it
right.
starts with you. It starts with your mindset. Who do you believe you are, Cindy? Who do you believe you are, Eric? It's either you're going to do it or you're not. Make a
Right.
decision. You're going to speak up, stand up, and show up. It's simple for me. It's
Yep.
simple.
Yep.
It's simple. So 2024, I have claimed it the year of manifestation, where I'm going into it boldly.
Amen.
Boldly.
Amen.
Boldly, Cindy. Boldly, Cindy. That's what we're doing.
That's right.
2024. We are crossing
Right.
over into the year of manifestation. It's
That-
already ours. We gotta beg nobody. It's already ours.
That's
We just
right.
take it. That's what I said. Take it. Take
That's
it. It's yours.
right. Woo! I got God bumps and everything, girl.
Take it. It's yours.
That's right. So when you said one of the things you said, and it reminds me of one of our first shows, because we've done a couple, when you talked about honoring the gift of you, right? And then when you don't do those things, you're not honoring yourself. And also you're not honoring your family. You're not honoring those who came before you. You're not honoring those who came behind you or coming behind you. You're not honoring God. I mean, there's all those pieces, and it starts with honoring yourself.
Well, okay, let's go there. Let's go there, right? It's no different than when you're on the airplane. You
Right.
can't help that baby. You can't help someone else if you don't put the oxygen mask on yourself first, right?
That's
But
right.
when it comes to ourselves, showing up for ourselves, it starts with us. How
Mm-hmm.
are you going to teach anybody? How are you going to coach someone? How are you going to teach someone? How are you going to help develop someone if you do not honor the gift of who you are?
That's
How
right.
is that going to happen? It's not
100%.
going to happen. It starts with you. It starts with you. I honor the gift of who I am. Did I always do that? No. Did I always have this wisdom? No, I didn't. But I have to tell, but remember, I'm a spiritual being. So I get the message, I get the downloads. And I remember it was about a year ago. I had taken a class. I'm always, my profession is training development. So I'm always a student. I'm always learning. I love to learn, right? And I was taking a class with this master master business coach, top of her game, master business coach, master influencer. She's all of that in a bag of chips. I'm in the class and I'm sitting there and I receive a download. I receive a prophetic word for her. Now, because of where I operate and the realm that I operate in faith, as a faith-based, person, I said, well, I don't know. Should I tell her this? And I heard the spirit said, I need you to tell her what I told you. So I went to her and I said, listen, awesome class, it was great. I said, but you are selling yourself short. This is what you need to be doing. She was an attorney. I work in the legal industry, but she wasn't a practicing attorney, right? She's a coach, teaching entrepreneurs. And I said, you are not operating. And I said, if you operate as this, with your gift of being an attorney, with your knowledge, you could really, position yourself to go to law firms and teach the associates ABC. She
Right.
looked at me with two heads. That's not who I am. She's a little ornery. And I said, okay. Now, for me, you can like it, love it, or love it. I did my assignment. I was obedient and I gave her the message. That I took that class. That was in January 2023. In May 2023, I was in Chicago. I was speaking in Chicago at an event. I get a call. I'm in the hotel. I get a call. And it's her. And she's like, DI. Oh my goodness. You know what you told me in January? I just got two offers totaling over $400,000.
Wow.
And I'm calling you because I need to know what else do you have to tell me? And I'm on the phone like, really? But you was looking at me with 10 heads, right? And I said, that's great. I'm happy for you. That's awesome. She said, you really know what you're talking about. We got off the phone. I said, let's make an appointment, Now, this was the deal. This is what I heard from the spirit. Will you now honor the gift of you? I've given you a gift, Donna, and you do not operate fully in that gift for fear of what people will say. Will you now operate in the gift of you? Will you now embrace the gift of you? That was in May 2023. I have not looked back because I honor the gift of who I am. I honor me. I honor the gift of me. And I went on a campaign to teach everyone who will listen. It is time for you to honor the gift of who you are. Because
Yes.
when you honor you, this is what I believe. When you honor you, I honor him.
That's right.
And so I dishonor my creator when I don't operate, when I don't show up fully. So 2024, look out. Look out. You're gonna be sick of me. Look, you're going to be sick of the D.I. 2024, I promise you, you're going to hear about the D.I, okay? You're going to like, oh, that was that lady that was on Cindy's, show, The Victorious Life. That's her. Watch.
I know. Listen to what Eric's saying. I needed a whole dose of Donna Izzard today. Honor who you are, receive the download from above, operate in the gift of who you are. So true. Yes. So true. And Emily's saying so beautiful, which is so great. Hi, Emily. So great to see you. Yes, and thank you, Eric. So, what does that look like? I know when people are quiet or they don't speak up and they dismiss or they disregard or they ignore, and I know that I know you don't teach theory. I know that you teach because you've walked through it and done it and done it and done it and continue to do it. And I know what you say to me in the moments that I've been like, whoa, and you say it beautifully to where it pierces and I hear it. And I also feel it, and I get the download, and I get the whole thing that you're giving to me. So what could you say to our people that are listening right now? I love it. Eric says, my hands are sweating and I'm receiving. Oh my goodness. Yes. So what can you say to the people that are listening right now? What are some very real, tangible, actionable things that they can do?
Start with you. Start with you. First thing you need to do is look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Who is looking back at you? You. Look in the mirror. And for those who aspire, whether you're in business or not, whether you're an entrepreneur or not, you just may be the CEO of Me Inc. Then you need to be the best CEO of Me Inc. And the only way you can do that is when you make a decision.
That's right.
To look into the mirror. You were created by a creator to be creative. You were created by a creator, and I don't know who, whatever you call, whoever you call. You didn't get here by yourself. I tell you that. I'm straight, no chaser, y'all. Okay, you didn't get here by yourself. So whatever you believe. But believe this: look in the mirror first. Look in the mirror, and give yourself permission to honor you. So many of us, we won't even give ourselves permission to think that we're worthy. We won't even give ourselves permission. Give yourself permission. And you know what? And then I want you to forgive yourself.
Amen.
Forgive yourself for not honoring you. You are a gift.
That's right.
You are a gift. And because you did not open the gift of you, you wasn't honoring the gift of you. So I'm giving you a gift today. I'm giving you a gift of making a decision to look in the mirror. You don't have to do it right now, right? But after this broadcast, go and look in the mirror and apologize for not honoring the gift of you. Because there are so many people that have been assigned to you. They are waiting so that you can teach them whatever you are here to teach them. Because you are not here for yourself. You are not here, whether you're in business or not.
That's right.
Even if you're working a job, you're on that job to be able to impart. You're on that job to make an impact.
Yep.
And if you're on I call it silent investor, because that's what they are. And if you're on a job that's not honoring the gift of you, then you need to keep it moving, sister or brother.
That's right. That's right.
And pay attention. Pay attention to who you are. Pay attention to what you have been given.
That's right.
To teach the masses. Or you know what? Like I said, you may not be an entrepreneur. You just, I'm the CEO of Me Inc. Then be good to you. And for those of us who have children, how are you want to teach your children to honor themselves. Imagine where we would be if we were taught this as children,
Oh,
to
yeah.
honor ourselves. Where would we be today if we were taught this as children, to
Right.
honor the gift of who we are? And not to be bullied, not to let a teacher tell us that we're not going to amount to anything. Where would we be if maybe you may be suffering from a parent who maybe have abused you, or who didn't tell you you were beautiful, who didn't tell you that you were honorable? Where would we be as adults now? So
That's
I've
right.
come today to give you a gift. I've come today to give you a gift. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror and say this. Let me give you an example. Donna, Izzard, I honor the gift of you. I
Mhm.
honor you. I honor the gift of you, Donna. And you say that, and you write it, and you study it, so that when anyone comes to you to dishonor who you are, right? When anyone comes to dishonor who you are, you will know that you will not receive that. You will not receive it, because it will be saturated in your soul, in your spirit. I honor the gift of me. I don't know if we lost, did we lose Cindy? That's great, Eric. That's great, Eric. You wrote it. Yes. No. So you said, Eric, you got to say, I honor the gift of me, because you're
Of me.
speaking to yourself.
Yeah.
I honor the gift of me, Eric.
Yeah.
Emily, I honor the gift of me. I
Yeah.
honor the gift of me.
Yeah.
Cindy, I honor the gift of me. And I
Yeah.
promise you, when you get that saturated in your soul, in your spirit, you will show up in 2024 ready to speak up, stand up, and show up. I promise.
100%. And you know what's so cool too is, like, when I look in the mirror and I tell myself, hey, Cindy, I love you. And as you know, every word that we speak is a creative container of energy. And so when you say the word love, it's a different frequency even than the word honor. And when you say, I honor the gift of you, feel that. Like, I can feel the frequency behind each word, and I speak to myself and tell myself, a different I am, and I just say, you are Cindy this, as I'm looking in my eyes. Do not break your stare. You look into your eyes and you do it. And I remember there was a season in my life a few years ago where I didn't even look in the mirror at all. Like, I looked in the mirror to go to the grocery store. The longest time I looked in the mirror was Sunday morning before I got ready for church. Like, I worked from home and I wasn't on a lot of Zooms. Then I was on more phone calls, and and it was like I wasn't connecting with me, right? I was so disconnected even from myself. And so doing what you're sharing boldly and telling everyone to do, absolutely keep doing that. I'm reading Emily's, we are safe to honor ourselves. We are the gifts. Eric, of course, I need to change the view of what I see, and then it will change the view of what you say, right? So speak that up. And I just wrote it. Eric said, I honor the gift. And as you said, and for him to say, honor the gift. And he was telling you to keep going as I was booted out and I was sitting backstage calling Eduardo, hey, I'm in the back, open the back door, So thank you for keeping on going, because this is the perfect way for us to boldly and joyfully close out 2023 and boldly step up and step into and show up and speak up and into the 2024 new year that we have coming. Keep going, sister.
Absolutely. 2024. 2024. And 24 is so special to me. It's so special to me. My birthday's on the 24th of November. My husband is on the March 24th.
Oh, wow.
Our daughter was born July 24th, 724 day, and the time 724. So 24 is all the way special for me. Okay, so 2024, yes, I'm claiming it. It belongs to me and it belongs to you.
That's right. That's right. So good. So the other, a few weeks ago, and we won't talk about the situation or anything else. And you said something to me about don't allow people to hijack your identity, and I know that there's people that are watching that have basically given their power away or aren't
Yes.
honoring the gift of them. That's something that is a fruit when you know you're not honoring the gift, when you allow people to step into your life and hijack different things or your identity. Would you please speak to that a little bit?
Absolutely. Well, let me first start identity. Identity. It's my theology. I teach about this. I minister about this. Everything is attached to your identity. And I receive that. When I tell you everything, everything. You can't honor yourself if you don't know who you are.
Amen.
You will not honor the gift of you if you don't know who you are. And what I found, Cindy, was that everything that happens in life is attached to your identity. How you show up in 2024 will have everything to do with identity. And I used to do, I started out when I first started, being a women empowerment leader, was teaching about identity because there's so many women, and I want to go especially in the workplace. Well, I have two lanes: workplace, corporate America, and ministry. And in both of those arenas, I was always encountering women who didn't know who they were. They were always begging, crying. Oh, I want to be like you, And when I met Cindy, right? Cindy was going through some. I don't call them problems. I call them challenging opportunities. They're not problems. They're challenging opportunities. They're challenges that present an opportunity for us to believe in the promises that everything can change if you want it to.
Right.
And what I realized, even talking to Cindy, my beautiful sister Cindy, was that she didn't know who she was. She had lost her identity. Because when you allow someone to take over you, you are saying, I'm no one. I'm no one. And how dare we say we are not part of the creator when we allow another human being invade and hijack who we are. So we have to make a decision to get out the pit. And you say, Di, what you talking about? The pit. P-I-T, the pit. The pit is personal identity theft. Stop allowing someone to hijack, steal your identity. And you do that when you remain a victim of pit. But we are not walking into 2024 victims of pit any longer. We are not doing that because we are showing up. We are speaking up. We are standing up because we honor the gift of who we are, which is rooted in your identity.
Absolutely.
You got to start living the 3W life. That's what I call it, the 3W life. You say, what's the 3 W's, Di? You got to know who you are, first W. You got to know the second W. You got to know who you are. And the third W, you got to know why you're here. Why are you here? Why were you created? You wasn't created just for yourself.
That's right.
Why were you created? I keep telling you, you didn't get here by yourself. Why
That's
were
right.
you created? So you got to start living a 3W life. You got to know who you are. You got to know who you are. You got to know your why.
That's
Why are
right.
you here? Why are you still breathing? There were
Right.
we lost many people. I lost many relatives. I lost someone very special to me. A young man during COVID. And then yet we're still here. Why are we still here? We're here to make a difference, to have impact, to have influence, and to embrace our identity.
100%. 100%. You know, I often, our audience has heard me say that I know to the core of my soul that we're God's strategy. We're his boots on the ground. That's why we're here. We are his strategy. We're it. You know, and when you talk about, you know, the people that aren't here anymore, and we are here on purpose, with a purpose, for a purpose that we know, and you talk about the pit, personal identity theft. And those of you that are listening, it doesn't have to be somebody recent. They stole your identity a long time ago, caused a trauma. It could have been when you were a child. It could have been in a
Yes.
relationship. It could have been a school teacher that had an argument with their spouse in the morning and came and took it out on you. I mean, it could be any of those things. And you've tripped over that trauma repeatedly to where, you know, as we've said, the neurons that fire together wire together, and you've hardwired yourself to believe a certain thing about your identity. And to what you're saying, the 3 W's: who you are, whose you are, why you're here. And I would add to it, and what you're going to do about it.
Yes.
What are
Action,
you going to
action,
what
action.
action are you
What are
going to
you
do?
going to activate?
Yes,
Action. How are
yes.
how are you going to show up in 2024?
That's
What are you going to do? Are you going to walk into 2024 and live the 3W life? Are you going to show up?
that's right.
This right today it's decision day. Today is decision day, y'all. Today is decision day. Okay, today is decision day. Y'all didn't know y'all was going to encounter the DI. Today is decision.
I did this on purpose. You know that. We planned this a while ago.
I'm having so much fun.
Well, it's because I love our audience. I love our people, and I love my friends that are on here right now. And I'm so grateful, Eric and Emily, and you know, anybody else who's watching, and probably my mother who's watching, because she's so faithful to watch as well. And you know, and I want everybody to do what you came here to do. Like, do what you came here to do. And today, as Eric is saying,
Yes,
today is
Eric.
decision
Eric
day.
Eric gets a gold star for scribing, for checking in. I love it, Eric. You already is showing up. I know how your 2024 is. I already know. I already know it, Eric. I already know.
That's right. That's right. And Eric, you should reach out. She can be on your show too. Your listeners will love her, which will be so great. So, talk to me and talk to our audience a little bit, because we have a few minutes left, about some of the things that you have coming up this year. And most
Oh
recently,
boy.
because I know we have an event coming up right away.
Yes, actually, yes. And so, normally in January, so many people, they do the vision board. They do the vision board, right? The vision board parties. And I'm not knocking the vision board party. I used to be the vision board party queen. Until one day I got a download. Right? And the download was the vision board is not in the word. Vision board is not in the word. Write the vision is in the word.
Right,
Write
division.
the vision.
Yep.
Write the vision. And so I had to pivot, right? I had to pivot. And as I started doing my research and started doing my studying, I came up with a acronym for the vision, right? So rather than teaching people how to clip, a magazine pictures and put it on the board, we have what I call a MAC, the vision party. MAC, MAC. Not Mac, not like Mac Cosmetics, but Mac, MAC. We are manifesting the vision, we are activating the vision, and we are cultivating the vision. And how do we do that? And so every January, I host a MAC the Vision board party. MAC the Vision. So, and it teaches people how to take the vision, the download that you have for your life, for your business, for your family, and how are we going to manifest that vision? How are we going to activate that vision? And what are we going to do to cultivate the vision? What do we? So that's MAP, the vision. And so I'm doing that on Sunday, January 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be doing a workshop for a couple of hours as we go through. But it's about mapping the vision. We're going beyond the vision board. It's going beyond the vision board. I have so many testimonies. I've been teaching it the last couple of years. And I just have so many testimonies from people who have been saying that, you know what, because of the map the vision, because what I wrote out, what I wrote out every day, it's a whole process. I have a whole template, all these tools to help you. Now, you can't manifest the vision. You can't activate the vision or cultivate the vision if you don't show up.
That's right.
If you don't show up, it's simple. It is not rocket science. Remember, today is decision day, people. It's not rocket science. So that's what I'm doing in January. And then I'm also going around the country teaching people about the honor me, how to honor me. I actually launched it in December in Atlanta, Georgia. We had an awesome and amazing event, but just going around the country teaching people how to honor the gift of who you are. It will change your life. And so
Wow.
I'm excited. I'm excited about that.
Yes, yes. And so any of you that have groups or ways to tap in, reach out to Donna and look her up on Facebook, Instagram, and Donna Izzard, and look at mine, Cindy Gould, because you'll see the posts that I have about her and you can find her that way as well. And invite her to come speak at your group and watch those things happen, whether it's digital or in person.
Absolutely.
I'd rather see you live, that's for sure, all day, every day. That'd be fun.
Absolutely. I would love to do that. I love doing what I was created to do.
That's
I
right.
know my purpose. I know my why. And I'm excited about it.
So share, and let me see, we've got a few minutes, which I'm grateful for, because I'm like, okay, give us more, girl. So share with us what your why, if you would, the parts that aren't too personal to you, the sacred stuff, but share with us some of the pieces to that why. Hold on, before you do that, Eric, I don't think I can handle this time. Love it. We'll have to collaborate. He's down in Southern California. We'll have to collaborate and put something together.
I love California. I used to live in LA. I worked for a law firm out there. I used to live in LA.
Okay, here we go, Aaron.
I'll come to California for sure. You set it up, I'll be there.
Okay.
So, my why, and so for me, as a young girl, one of 5 daughters to my mom, single mom, growing up, in Harlem, New York, right, where the famous Apollo Theater is at, right? Yes. And growing up, I realized, and I grew up in a time with, it was a lot of poverty, the area that I was in, lived in, a lot of drugs. I made a decision early on that I would make a difference. I would make a difference. And as I realized when I started working in corporate America, went to school and started working in corporate America, and I realized that I could be so much more if I would also be able to help other women who come from similar backgrounds, or even if they don't come. So I work with lawyers, right? I coach women. I coach women attorneys. Right? Matter of fact, I coach men attorneys too. Okay. Right. And I realized that I have a gift. I have a gift to ignite them. I have a gift, and so with that gift, I know my purpose, and I love doing it.
I love it. Thank you. And just because they have that professional and the title or the letters before and after their name does not mean they don't have an identity crisis. Does not mean that yes.
They
Well, and
do.
not only the
They do.
professional people that you coach, you also coach pastors, male and female. I
Yeah,
know
and
that
those are my first clients. My first clients were actually pastors. I mean, I got thrown into this thing. Okay, I didn't even like. I wasn't trying to be no one's coach, but I have a gift, and I realized I have a gift when I would be in their presence, and they would be like, "You're so creative," and I would give them wisdom because I wasn't afraid of them. You'd be surprised. A lot of people are fearful of their pastors. And I'm like, get out of here. They're a man and woman just like me and you. But I don't have that fear. I don't have that fear. And I would talk to them like, listen, this is what we not doing. This is what I'm not going to do. You hear from God, I hear from God too. Okay.
right.
But again, respectfully, however, I realized that I have a gift. I realized early on why God created me. I
Right.
have a gift and I'm extremely creative. And I can sit and talk to someone 15 minutes, get them a whole concept and make money. That's my gift, right? I'm
Yeah.
multifaceted. I'm a multifaceted masterpiece. That's who
Yeah.
I am. Okay.
That's right. That's
So,
right. I was on that. I was on that thing
yes,
with you. I was on that. And you know what? Yes. You know what's interesting when you said a lot of people are afraid of their pastors, instantly I had a download and they're afraid of God. That's a whole nother show.
that's a whole nother show. Okay. I can teach that all day. Okay. Every day. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm so glad you're here today. Thank you for being here.
I
This
am
is so
I'm
fun.
so glad that I pressed through. We were having
Yeah.
some challenging opportunities, but you know what? I knew this. I had to show up. I had to show up. So
Yes.
this was to show up. This was to show up.
That's right. And I knew that we were going to have this decision time, decision making show today because of those opportunities we were given to not show up. I mean, that's the thing. You're going to be given opportunities all the time to not show up. Just don't take them. Don't take the opportunity. Just because a FedEx guy shows up, he might be at the wrong address. You don't have to sign for the package. You don't have to, you know what I mean? You don't have to receive that. You can just, you show up. You show up when you say you're going to show up, and and like you said something really profound a minute ago when you were talking about the whole pastor thing, because you told him, hey, I know you hear from God, I hear from God too. And a lot of times people dismiss that. Build
Absolutely.
that relationship. Build the relationship you have with the Lord. Build the relationship you have with God, so that when that phone is ringing, you know his voice. It's
Exactly.
like if Donna calls me up on the phone, I don't have to look at my caller ID. If I don't look and I hear her voice, I know that's the D.I on my phone.
People
When
know my
Eric calls,
yes.
when it's Eric, he's going to say, hey, what's good in the neighborhood? I know that's Eric. That's my friend, right? Yeah. Yeah. And he's saying amen to multifaceted masterpiece, because you are.
Yes, I will be. I'm actually creating a course for that to teach people that so many people they get it twisted. They get it twisted, Eric. They get it twisted. They think that they can only do one thing. Now, let's call a thing a thing. There are some people that they can only do one thing. That's not me. I'm a multifaceted masterpiece. Period. And you know what? I'm not going to apologize. And many people find, like myself, we apologize because, well, they can't do it everything. Like I could do four things. They can only do one. My daughter can only do one thing. My husband can only do one thing. I could do 10 things. I'm not going to apologize because you know what? You do you, and I'm going to do me because I'm a multifaceted masterpiece. And I need to teach people. I tell people, don't get mad with me. Get mad with God. He created me. Get mad with God. Don't get mad with me because I could do 10 things and you could only do one. It's okay. It's okay. You are still a masterpiece. I'm just a multifaceted masterpiece. And I need to teach people how to do that unapologetically.
Amen. One of the things that Donna does that I love, 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 I actually stalk her social media sometimes when I know she's had an event, because she owns the Traveling Cupcake, she and her sister. Yes. Holy smack. You make the most beautiful, beautiful cakes and cupcakes. It looks like you did I think a baby shower with elephants and things. It looked like the elephant was going to get off the cupcake and walk right into your mouth. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, they're so gorgeous. And any of you that are back east that are in, you know, in that area, look her up because it's amazing. And
Thank
you know,
you.
I know we're getting close to the end of our show, and I'm so grateful that you're here. But you know, I have a download to just shout out Eric, and he's got a men's mastermind, man cave mastermind. Look, Eric Stenlake, Energetic Life. Look him up, please. And you're going to not want to miss that. I know that we deal a lot with women, and he's got the hookup. And after today, I guarantee there's going to be some amazing things he's going to present. By all means, come to my social media. Here's what's really cool. You follow me on social media. You send me a direct message, and I'm going to be doing a monthly drawing now for a free coaching session with me. Also, I have my group, Roar, Hear Us Roar and Watch Us Soar. I think it's amazing that I picked that name, and this is what we're talking about. In 2024, it's women only. Most importantly, I want you to come and check out Mac the Vision. I did it, and it's amazing. So many life-changing nuggets that you'll get. The most valuable 3 hours you'll have for next year. You'll love it. We have a thank you so much to Donna. Looking forward to connecting with you. Boom, boom, boom. I love it. I want to thank you again for being on the show with me. I love you. You know, you're precious to me. And listen, people, like, make the decision to stand up, speak up, show up, be there, stay there for yourself. I want to thank this show can also be heard. Thank you, Eduardo, our producer. And this can be heard on the Spanglish Radio Network. Check us out on SpanglishWorld.ca for all the news and programming. Spanglish World. Watch it, hear it, read it, download it, live it. Happy New Year, all of you. And thank you so much for being here. We love you.